What's up, little babies? It's your girl Neek, and I'm back with another recap. Today, we'll be recapping, reviewing PValley Season 2, Episode 8. The name of the episode is called Death Drop. If you like content like this and videos like this, comment below and let me know what you think about these videos. Subscribe to the channel and like the video. Now, I won't be going over the entire episode, but let me say the episode was great. Roulette really showed out and showed why her name was Roulette. Lil Murder dropped a body. Uncle Clifford, he got in touch with his mom spiritually, and he's been having a little rough episode with Ernestine. He's been having a rough time with her, and I'm hoping the best for Uncle Clifford, and hopefully things work out for him this season. Let's get right into it. So the episode starts with Uncle Clifford giving Lil Murder a haircut, and I feel like, damn, not Lil Murder, but Uncle Clifford is versatile, and I'm loving that about him. We see him hustling from different aspects. So one thing we did see in this clip was that Lil Murder was on the phone with the hospital calling to check up on Grandma Ernestine. So that's good to know that she's still alive. Like they said, no news is good news. So while Uncle Clifford is cutting Lil Murder's hair, he asked him, like, where you gotta be at? Why you trying to look all cute and shit? And Lil Murder say, nothing. He shrugs it off. He really don't say anything. And Uncle Clifford tells him, he's like, look, I'm not gonna be one of your little secrets, Lamarcus. And Lil Murder was like, you know what? I thought we was past all that now. I done gave you some booty. You know what I'm saying? And like, he's like, you know what? We should be past that. You know what? I feel like Lil Murder felt like, look, I never did that before. That was something I never gave anyone. So, you need to be grateful that I gave you this 100-year-old oak. Uncle Clifford is like, what does that mean? Like, and he was like, that mean because I don't know where you been. And that's when they started questioning each other, like, where you been? And he was like, well, I'm wondering where you been. And stuff like that. So I thought that was kind of funny, but it's the truth though. We need to know where our partners have been. We need to know we need to all get tested. If you are an adult, and you should know that is just procedure to know where your partner has been. It is protocol to go get tested together, and just to check. So speaking of Lil Murder, in this particular clip right here, they had just laid Big Teak to rest. So after the funeral, Lil Murder was shown a video of Pico saying that he took out Big Teak, which we all know was a lie. So now Lil Murder has turned into a beast. So eventually Lil Murder ended up creeping up on Pico and just letting him know, like, look, I know what you did. And you're not carrying the weight that comes along with a body. And Pico was hollering about, oh, my mom needed me. I have a son. I have a baby on the way. I was just joking, man. He was like, my homie's been bothering me ever since Big T beat my ass in Memphis. And Lil Murder was like, I don't care. I really don't care. It's just time for you to pay the piper because you're looking for clout and now you got it. Let's go. So now let's get into this clip with Andre and Corbin. So Corbin is sponsoring Andre Merrill campaign. I hate when I get that. I hate when I get words wrong. I'm not perfect, y'all. But yeah, he's sponsoring the campaign, and he didn't know that Andre lied about his mother being a crackhead. He also lied about his dad being dead. His dad is in prison for murder. And Corbin didn't know any of this stuff. So Corbin is like, you know what, while you're doing this, you got Patrice over there. She's running for mayor, but she can own up to what she did. Now we have Derek begging Keyshawn, asking her what could he do to make things better. He bought her a pair of shoes. The shoes didn't fit. And she was like, you know what? Money can't buy me. Money can't buy what I want. Money can't. That's not the answer to the question that I need. I need to be back at the Pink. That's what she says to him. And he's like, no, not that gutter place again. Bad things happen at this place when you go there. Apparently, he agreed because she showed up at the club later that night. So now let's get into this guy, Terrence, Roulette, and Whisper. Terrence came over to the room to hang out with Whisper. Eventually, this became like the worst case scenario for any trick. It didn't go as planned as the girls thought it was going to happen. So eventually they had to pull the scrap on this nigga, Terrence. So Terrence, after he did all the nasty gross stuff that he wanted to do. He ended up getting his rocks off, and it was time to pay Whisper. And Whisper was like, you know what, you $200 short. This is only $1,800. Where's the rest? And then that's when Roulette come out the bathroom and was like, okay, nigga, where the rest of her money at? That ain't what we agreed on. And he was like, I'm not paying this bitch shit, because she couldn't even moan right. So he ended up pulling the Roulette ended up pulling the gun out on this nigga, saying, you know what? Put this gun in your mouth, suck this gun like it's your dick. Show me how you wanted it to moan. Show me how you wanted her to moan when she was sucking you up. And eventually he just started sucking on the gun and making like little movements, and that's how it went for him. He ended up getting robbed. They stole his money, they stole his car, they went and chopped his car up at the chop shop. So this is the last scene that we're going to talk about, which was Roulette leaving the chop shop. She actually pulled out the gun that she used to scare Terrence with, and she was looking at the bullets, and it was only one bullet in there. So out of 6, out of this revolver that she's looking at, y'all know how back in the day they have these revolvers, and you can put the little 6 bullets in there, and I think it's 6 to 8 bullets. And she pulled out that gun, and that gun had 1 bullet in there. So when she was playing Russian roulette with this man, Terrence, it was real. It was real. She was really playing roulette. So this goes to show you about her character and what she's really about and what she's really willing to do to save herself and whoever's around her. So that's going to conclude my review recap for season 2, episode 8 of P-Valley, The Death Drop.